Good morning, Hampton Roads. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to Virginia's only local real estate investing podcast, where we get to talk about local investors, local deals, and all things local. I'm your host, the founder of the Master Investor Academy, and author of my best-selling book, Work Just Gets in the Way of Making Money, Scott Jelinek. How's everybody doing today? If you would like, you can text me at 757-699-4227 if you have any questions, comments, things you'd like to discuss, or properties you would like to sell. Go ahead and text me at 757-699-4227. Also, if you have not done so already, go ahead, subscribe to this channel. If you're watching on YouTube, please go ahead and just click the like button. I like to know that you're out there and you're watching. It also helps me get the video out to more people. And lastly, I still do have a spot left for my local event I am doing on January 30th and 31st. That is going to be an all-day event Saturday, an all-day event Sunday, January 30th and 31st, right here in Virginia Beach at Town Center. If you would like to come or would like information on coming, go ahead and text me at 757-699-4227, and I will send you the link and send you all the information so we can go ahead and get you registered. It's going to be a very small event. You know, normally we have about 120 to 150 people. This is going to be about 10 to 12, 13 because of our regulations right now with gathering sizes. So we are having it live, but it's going to be a very small event. So if you're interested in coming, we still do have a spot left. Go ahead and text me and I will send you all of the information. So with that said, how's everybody doing today? So I just did a video, I guess it was like 2 days ago, talking about only solve problems that actually exist. I'm sure you guys remember that. I think it was literally 2 days ago. Stop worrying about stuff that doesn't exist yet. And one of the things everybody was worrying about is, are they going to extend this eviction moratorium? Well, now 2 days later, it looks like they are doing it. From everything I'm reading, it's not official, it's not signed yet from what I've seen, but it looks like they are in the process of extending it now through the end of March. So what does that mean to us as landlords, as owners of slow flips, as people that own properties that have residents in them? It's not the end of the world. So I have 115 properties right now, and I'm dealing with 2 that are lagging behind. And now I have a lot that are late, but I have a lot that are late every month, and then they pay and they catch up and they pay and catch up. But I have 2 that are going on a long time. One is from last March. So we're almost at a full year with one of them, and they don't even care. They're not applying for anything. And then I have another one that's probably going on since July. The rest of them are all either paid or they're working with a program. And so I really only have 2, so it's really not bad odds. But I have friends that have a lot of them. And so I want to talk to you about your options and what's going on right now. I mean, when they say you can't evict till the end of March, and then who's to say at the end of March they're not going to change it and make it May or June? And, you know, so we don't know what's going to happen, so we have to prepare accordingly. So what can you do? So first and foremost, the first thing that you can do is assist them, the ones that are cooperative, assist them with filing for assistance. The government is throwing money at these people, trying to, you know, they're trying to give us a taste of socialism. So they're throwing money at them. So we can't evict them, but they're paying their back rent. And I've had a few already. I've gotten checks for $7 grand, $6 grand, $5 grand. I got another one that was approved yesterday for about $7 grand. And so they are giving them money, and that money is coming to you, the landlord. So that's a positive thing. So yes, you're not evicting them, but you're collecting all your money and late fees and everything. I think they're going as far back as March or April. I'm not sure. So that's a positive thing. So that's your number one thing to do is you can file on their behalf. Unfortunately, they still require the tenant to participate. And that's where you have a problem with. I have one that's completely, since they moved in March, have been like, screw you, we're not paying. And there hasn't been a thing we can do about it. So if they're cooperative, help them. Sometimes they can't do it, or they're not computer literate like I'm not, or they just can't, they get blind when they start looking at all the stuff they got. It's not a lot of paperwork. It's not a lot of anything. You can do it on their behalf. You can fill out the online form. You could submit the copy of the lease. You can submit a copy of their ledger. You are going to need them still to sign, and you know, they're going to have to check off boxes that their income has been affected by COVID. There's a few different things they're going to have to agree to. Nothing major, but they do have to cooperate and they have to sign. So that's your best strategy, is to go that route. Second best strategy, which is, you know, we've talked about this before, and it's not something I love, but these are the times we're in, is to offer them cash for keys. And I know we spoke about this already, and that is, where, today is the 21st, 22nd. And so like you can stop by their house today and be like, listen, if you will be out by February 1st, I will give you $3,000 cash, leave the place clean. You give me the keys. I'm going to give you the cash. I know that pains you as it pains me when somebody owes you money and you're giving them money. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I hate it. But you have to think about yourself and what's best for you. At least in the slow flip world, I might give you $3,000 and get you out. But instantly, I'm getting a new tenant buyer in there who's giving me $3,000 down and paying the $875 a month, and I don't have to wait those next 2, 3, 4, who knows how long months that are going to be moving forward. So yes, it stinks to have to pay them, but what are you going to do? We have to do what's best for us and not worry about, I don't want this guy to get money. Don't worry about that guy. You only worry about your business and what's best for your business. The other thing I wanted to touch on today, I got a comment on my YouTube channel the last time we spoke about cash for keys. And this guy commented, and it was a very valid comment. I realized I've never discussed this, and I should. He said, I'm kind of in this situation, but the opposite. I'm the tenant, and I don't have the money to move, and I can't pay. And so he was asking about the cash for keys. And I advised him, and I'm telling you, if you happen to be, I know this is a channel for investors, but a lot of times investors are also tenants. You may be renting somewhere. If you are in a situation like that, on the other end, you're the one residing in the property, right? You can make the offer to your landlord. You're more than welcome to. You're allowed to. Some landlords may not know about cash for keys, may not be thinking about it, and may not even realize that that's an option. You can say to the landlord, hey, listen, I'm sorry that this is happening. I don't have the ability to move right now. If you can give me $2,000, $3,000, whatever it may be, say, if you can give me $3,000, I will leave the place clean and I will be out on the 1st. Then it's up to them to make a decision, to make a smart financial decision for themselves, which it would be. So if a tenant came to me that was behind and said that, I would end up doing the deal. And unless, if it wasn't COVID times, during COVID times, I'm ready to do a deal. If somebody was to say, listen, I'll be out, then, let's give them some cash and let them be gone, because it's going to take us a lot longer to get them out. At regular times, we would probably just continue on with our process. But right now, if you happen to be in that situation, again, like I said, I know this is a channel for investors and investing, but even if you're a real estate investor, you may be renting from someone, you may have had hard times. Don't be afraid to you be the one to bring it up. You can absolutely call your landlord and tell him, this is the situation. I don't want to create this burden for you. However, I don't have the money to move. If in fact you can give me $2,000 in cash, I will be cleaned up and out. I'll give you the keys, you give me the cash, and we go our separate ways. It's a win for the landlord. It's a win for you. And so I just wanted to touch on that today, because I know I keep reading these articles that it's already been signed, but it hasn't been official. It hasn't come out officially yet, but it's coming if it's not already. And so just something to get ready for, get used to. It's not the end of the world. They are pumping money into all these programs. And so you have to be on top of it. You, being the landlord, have to be on top of applying or helping your tenants apply, unless they're uncooperative, in which, it happens every now and then. It doesn't make any sense. The government's giving them free money and they would get to stay. But sometimes people are just like, they don't want to hear it. So unless they're uncooperative, there is free money available for them, but it's a little bit of a pain in the butt with the paperwork. It's not a lot of paperwork, but you just have to do it or help them do it. Get it done and you'll get that check. That's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to make sure I point that out. I keep reading these articles, and then I had this one comment about this guy who told me he's on the other end of that, and I realized that that's something we never really talk about. You might be on the other end. You make the offer. You make the offer. Don't wait on your landlord to send it to you. You send it to him. Absolutely room for everybody to make money in this business, and whatever side of it you're on, it can work, and then you move into your next place and start with a fresh slate. That's all I got for you guys today. Do something today that your future self's going to thank you for. I thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Click the like button or leave me a rating and review if you are listening to it on the podcast. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have an absolutely fantastic day.